Hi there, this is True News, where we give you the news behind the news. The Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, has received knocks and kudos for saying Nigeria may break up if efforts are not made to address the cracks. Osinbajo, who was represented by the Secretary to the Government, Bose Mustapha, gave the warning on Sunday in Abuja at an interdenominational church service to commemorate Nigeria's 60th independence anniversary. Ohanaeze Ndigbo, Afenifere and Pandef in separate interviews with Punch supported the vice president, saying Nigerians could not continue to live in denial. But the Northern socio-political group, the Arewa Consultative Forum, admitted that there are unhealthy cracks in Nigeria. It, however, said the vice president should not make such statements that could worsen tension in the country. The vice president has said what we all know and what everyone has been warning about, but what he has not said is what the Buhari administration, of which he is vice president, is the major cause of the crack. This is the same government that has watched the country burn and looked the other way. Fulani herders are running rampage all over the country, killing, kidnapping and maiming people at will. And there is no strategic or structured response from the government. It appears that security agencies are afraid to take on them, perhaps because they are the president's kinsmen. Boko Haram, ISIS seem to have found a new boldness, even trying to assassinate the governor of Borno State. And all we keep on hearing is that their capabilities have been diminished, yet hundreds are dying every day. Nigeria is a giant river of blood, and this is because the government of this day is sleeping at its will, plain and simple. Moving forward, organized labor represented by the Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress has given reasons for shelving its planned nationwide strike and protest. According to labor leaders, they considered the impact of COVID-19 before agreeing to shelve the industrial action. They also noted that the federal government explained to them the state of economy and the drive behind the recent cost-reflective electricity tariff adjustment and the deregulation of the downstream sector of the petroleum industry. What this means is, in simple language, is Labour has done it again. They have settled in the middle of the night again, and it's funny they think Nigerians are clueless to the game they are playing and what this is all about. Well, dear NLC, TUC, for your information, nobody believed there was going to be a strike in the first place. We all knew what was going on, and it's no surprise how you guys settle these things at night. Were you surprised? Do you really believe that any Nigerian thinks that any of you labor leaders are representatives of the downtrodden or average working class Nigerian? What a joke. And just in case you think we've forgotten, we all remember Shemele was once the NLC president. Does he look like the average Nigerian? Well, the joke is on you and not on us. And just in case you missed this news, this is the same federal government that has approved increases in VAT, electricity tariffs, petroleum products, and so on, is not only planning to spend almost 2 billion naira to build a rail line from Kano to Niger Republic. This government just last week approved the purchase of a 150-ton crate for a mind-boggling 3 billion naira for the Ministry of Transport. 3 billion naira for one crane. Nigerians, please remember that Google is your best friend. I wouldn't say more than this. Now, finally on True News, Nigerians have reacted to the statement by the Independent Corrupt Practice and Other Related Offence Commission, ICPC, on Monday that it discovered 2.67 billion meant for the school feeding program in private accounts. The ICPC had, through its chairman, Professor Bolaji Owasonye, disclosed that the commission unraveled 2.67 billion in personal accounts, being payment made to some federal colleges for school feeding during the lockdown. However, the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Sadia Umar Farouk, reacting to the report, distanced her ministry from the allegation, saying that the government college school feeding is different from the homegrown school feeding, which is one of its social investment program. Wow. I wonder, how did we get here? How did we find ourselves in this sorry situation? Perhaps this is one of the cracks the vice president was referring to. Well, the good thing is now Nigerians know where all the cracks are emanating from. Well, that's all for today. Please drop a comment in the comment section below, and don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at Roots TV Nigeria.